And we're recording. Welcome everyone to a great game of League of Legends. This is your host, Mally, my
The
Twitch
guilty
Mally
will
dude.
know
Trying to promote
agony.
it here. Gonna show you guys a little tutorial on how to play the AD carry and win games, farm well. I've got lots of great tips for you, so hopefully that you find this video extremely helpful. So we're just gonna skip to the actual game here. Alright, so we're going to load. Okay. So the first thing you do when you load up is you kind of want to look and see who you're going to be laning against right now. I'm just texting on my phone. I'll take care of that in a second. Um, so, I mean, I bought Boots and Pots because I kind of already saw who I was playing up against, and I believe it was Blitzcrank and Graves, Twitch. Can't remember. I think it's Twitch, yeah. So we're going to start, and we're going to help out our blue buff by, yeah, see, it was Twitch. So we're going to start, help our blue buff with his leash. So we'll just skip that, get to the laning phase. So I went Boots and Pots, just to kind of stay away and just farm. So what I like to do is I like to hug the brush, because it makes me a harder target to see. They don't know where I am standing, and I can position myself well. But oftentimes the support will take the brush. That's kind of your job as a support, is to take the brush. Now right now, as you notice, I'm not auto-attacking the creeps. I'm just trying to get the last hit only. So I'm just attacking it once to secure the kill and get the gold and the experience and all that good stuff. So right now I'm playing a little bit aggressive because we're dominating this lane. Now this isn't how to play against high elo players. This is how to carry yourself at an ELO hell kind of play. So I'm just extremely aggressive kind of thing, just getting a lot of harass. We're actually going to pick up this kill right here due to Ignite and my stacks from my W. Um, so yeah, just going to try to get every single last hit. It's extremely important to get as many last hits as you can, because when you're playing against higher skilled players, they're not going to make as many mistakes, and you're not going to be able to secure those kills with them. So you're going to have to be required to just outfarm them. So getting all those last hits you can. Okay, now see what I did here is I purposely pushed the lane. But now see what happens is my creeps are going... See, what happens is my creeps are going at their creeps, and the tower is going to attack my creeps, making their lane push harder, and by the time I get to the lane, the creep equilibrium will be reset. Now, what does that mean? Reset? What does that mean, creep equilibrium? Well, the creep equilibrium, tongue twister, is where your creeps and their creeps meet. So at this point right here, this is where the creep equilibrium is currently. But because I pushed it to the tower, it's now going to be pushed up back to about here. Okay? This is a safe spot for them to farm, because where you want your creep equilibrium to be is literally right behind that ridge right there in bottom river. You don't want it to be past the river, because then you can get ganked from these angles right here. So if we want our creep equilibrium to be right here. They can't gank us, they can't force fights, because we can just back up into our tower. Now, we're playing a little aggressive. See, I'm back in my lane, and look where the creep wave is now. Exactly, it's directly in the middle. That's exactly where I want it to be right now. I mean, they're not farming, so it's going to push naturally, but um, it's actually pushing a little more than I want it to, so I'm just trying to... Well, let me get some harass here. I think we're going to pick up the kill on... Oh, sorry, I was trying to pick that up. I still am trying to farm, even though I'm trying to secure a kill. It's very important to just keep your eye on all those creeps. You just have to have that good map awareness on all those creeps. So now the creep equilibrium is reset. I can farm safely. Maybe we want to ward. Well, we have a ward in this triangle bush, so that'll help me. So I know that their jungler can't come from here. So that means they can only come from up here. So if they're going to go down to me, I'm going to go directly down into this bush. Vice versa, if they were coming here. If we didn't have a ward here, and we had a ward here, I wouldn't be playing this position. I'd be playing back here. It's all about positioning yourself, landing the creep score, and controlling the lane. What I mean by controlling lane is controlling where the creeps set. Now I'm going to have another tutorial that you guys should check out, and that's how to solo mid. And it deals with the same thing about how to control the creep equilibrium, because literally the creep equilibrium, if you can know how to control it and how to reset it and everything, you can literally win your lane. You can potentially bait out ganks. There's so many things in this game that you guys can't even... Oh, that was so fail. So what I mean by bait out ganks is like if you're pushing the lane and you have a ward in your brush, you're purposely pushing the lane. You know you're pushing your lane. You know you're asking for their jungler to gank you. So literally you're just sitting there waiting in the shrub, have your jungler ready because you know they're going to gank, and then you take them out. That's just a little more higher skilled of a trick to pull out. You also have to play jungle so you know what, you know, the behaviors of a jungler and when they gank, where they gank. So all that comes into effect. But I'm going to have another video, and you guys should really check that out. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully this video helps also. Oh, one more thing I might point in mind is mostly on ADCs. On every single ADC I play, I get a Bloodthirster first because it's great sustain. Oh, well, sustain. Well, I'm sure you guys have heard it, but currently the meta is to go a Vampire Acceptor because it has great sustain. It helps you stay in lane. That's what sustain means. You staying in lane because you can heal yourself pretty much. Well, with this item, I flashed out of there. I lived. With this item, it makes me have to use health pots a lot less because I'm getting lifesteal, getting health back when I attack. So it pushes the lane a little bit harder, but at this point we're so ahead, it doesn't really matter. We're pretty much just going to dominate this lane. We've already won this lane. I'm just farming. They can't stop me from farming because if they try to go on me in a, you know, in a like a frantic way because they're like, "Oh no, we're losing the lane. We have to kill Varus." They're just going to die from my damage cuz I don't even know how much stacks I have yet. Well, I don't have my Bloodthirster yet. But when I have my Bloodthirster, they won't want to fight me. And Twitch isn't farming at all. He's just trying to harass. It's not what you want to do. Harassing is not as good as farming because see what's happened is I've controlled the lane and they've been trying to kill me instead of focusing on farm, and so Twitch has fallen deeply behind and he has no way of catching up. He's not going to stop my momentum of farming. The only thing that could stop my momentum of farming is if I myself killed their tower. Because remember when I told you about how the lane resets? Well, when you push the tower, it's more difficult to make the lane reset because now their tower isn't attacking your creeps, balancing out the creep equilibrium by their tower helping their lane push harder, therefore balancing the creep equilibrium back to the center. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this guide on how to play AD carry. Thank you. Subscribe. Watch my stream on all the time. Alright, you guys have a good day.